Yes. So far what I will just make a small type of go through what we were discussing. We were talking about some photochemistry reactions. So in one half we were trying to see the reactivity of our N pi star. Once we finished the N pi star reactivity, then we started to talk about your pi star reactivity. Then we said that in pi star reactivity, once you excite, you get your alkene. For example, you take an alkene, you excite your alkene, it goes to singlet exciter state. It looks like more like a zwitterionic, your singlet exciter state. Then it undergoes a type of intersystem crossing. If it has the energy level, then you get a triplet which can be a radical. And then we said that from singlet exciter state you see most of your chemistry happening in alkene because the energy gap is larger. And we said that there will be many good reactions can be happen from your pi star singlet state. One is your cis trans isomerization, and then we talked about reactions of your addition reactions of your pi star like dimerization. Then we can see some PET chemistry, and same way from triplet we said same cis trans isomerization can also occur. So, for initially then we said that we will talk about some cis trans isomerization, and we dealt it in the earlier class. We studied how cis trans isomerization works. In this class we will take the second reaction, which is your type of an addition of your pi star reactivity, or you mostly you call as a dimerization type of reactions. Okay. So, this class we will talk about that. You can say addition of pi star reactivity or dimerization reactions. So, first thing we will be discussing about some intermolecular addition of your pi system. You can call this as a, like mostly you will see dimerization reactions in this. Okay, it's type of dimerization. We see dimerization type of reactions. You take an alkene, it undergoes a proper dimerizations. Then we can talk about intramolecular addition of your pi system. With two different alkenes like that, just intramolecular within the double bond in the alkene systems, like norborine systems where you can do within intramolecular addition, that we will talk about there. Then we can see intramolecular addition of conjugated dienes. This you can say intramolecular addition of pi system of alkenes, this also of alkenes mostly. Here we can see about dienes. Then we will be talking about some photoisomerization of benzene. We can do this reaction from benzene, photoisomerization of benzene. Then we will be studying some photocycloaddition of aromatic compounds. So, we will be dealing with this type of 5 First we will see intermolecular addition of pi, that is of your alkene system, we will study the intermolecular. Then we will study intramolecular addition of pi star, that is alkene. Then we will study intramolecular addition of conjugated dienes, photoisomerization of benzene. Then we will see photocyclo additions of aromatic compounds. So, we will broadly discuss these areas in addition of pi star system, right. So, first we will start with our intramolecular addition of your alkene systems. Or you can call as dimerization of alkenes, fine. So, you can take your ethylene, and if you shine light on ethylene, okay, ethylene can undergo a dimerization, fine, but if you see the absorption of ethylene, ethylene has an absorption below 200 nanometers. So, doing with a regular photochemistry apparatus is little bit tougher. So, you have some technical problem, you have to go with a very high watts bulb lamps, so that you can do the dimerization of ethylenes. But if you go for substituted alkenes like substituted ethylenes, then you have a nice bathochromic shift. So, it comes, the lambda max comes around 224 nanometer, then you can start doing your photochemistry. Okay. So, we will take a substituted alkene, okay, and now I am shining light. So, it is direct irradiation. Okay. So, what do you expect? What do you expect? 2 ethylene molecule getting dimerized, right. You can get this type of system, fine. Now, what I say that if you take a, for example, I am taking a cis, okay, and now I am photolyzing this directly. So, what do you get? I am taking cis, now I am making, so whether this reaction is stereospecific. But the reaction is stereospecific. See, I am directly irradiating. So, from where the chemistry occurs? Alkene chemistry. If you directly irradiate alkenes, it should occur from singlet excited state, because it cannot intersystem cross to triplet. So, it will be occurring from singlet. Singlet means it is more like a zwitterionic. So, you will be getting most of the time stereospecific reactions. Okay. So, if you see, yeah, one of the product I get like this. You can get one of the products like this. Still the reaction is stereospecific. Can you think about any other product? We call this as a cis dimer, fine. See, your two cis having alkenes, both the alkenes are opposite direction, they come together and form a reaction stereospecifically. Why cannot it happen like this also? Okay. You can get this product also, right. So, this will be 43 percentage and this is 57 percentage, and you call this as cis anti-cis dimer. This reaction is very concerted type of it happens from zwitterionic. So, you just add, but the way of addition is that you have two possibility, it can add like this or it can add like this. So, the addition part is different, clear. Okay. Now, we will take a trans and see how it works. If I photolyze this directly, what two products can you think of writing? I have written the stereochemistry. Get it right? So, this is cis anti cis dimer, this is trans anti trans dimer. Get this around 39% and 60%. So, you should understand, if you are directly photolysing, you are going only to the singlet, and we know the singlet most of the time looks like alkene system of the singlet looks like more like your zwitterionic, right. So, you have that plus minus always. Now, I am taking like Norborine system. Okay. So, if I photolyze this, what product can you think about? You
For the previous one, why not one isomer with adjacent 2-methyl adjacent?
one here, one opposite, right? 2.
It may react in different pattern that 2 adjacent.
Again, it will be trans anti trans. If it is other way also, it will be again trans anti trans. See, if it is, if this alkene is unsymmetrical, then whatever you say it will be right. If I have an ethyl there and a methyl, then whatever you are saying, then I should get 4 different. But since it is symmetrical, you get only 2, because other way around also it is a trans anti trans. So, what happens here? What product you can think of? So, you say that I got this product, okay. You think this is the only product it will be formed. What other product you can look for? Yeah. So, I can write one more product. All right, that is also you can think about, no? That is where it becomes nice. It is not like just you take 2 and add it up, you get 1. The way of addition also you can look for, because molecule always have their own way of, it can come like this or it can come like this. Fine. Okay. Now, I take another example, an aromatic system. Okay. I am photolysing this in like you can take any solvent, or I say like I am taking in acetone. That means I am fertilizing this in acetone. So, what you are thinking about this reaction? I take a compound, dissolve it in acetone and fertilize it. So, what you are expecting? Yeah, you get dipolymerization. Yes. So, acetone now be an triplet sensitizer. Okay. So, what happens? We have studied that energy transfer reaction, where acetone will be excited, it goes to a singlet, then it undergoes an intersystem crossing to triplet. From triplet, it will transfer its energy to this substrate, and then the substrate will do all chemistry from the triplet state. So, then you cannot see your reaction to be type of stereospecific, it is not like that. Then it becomes more like a radical chemistry, fine. So, then what products you can think of? What are the products you can write, just if I have given a choice? I can write where both of my hydrogens are right. I can write this I can think, because it is not a rigid, like it is a radical chemistry. So, I can think anyway happening, can also get this. Okay. Any other guess? Any other molecules you can think of? These are two, then yeah, why cannot you think of this type of molecules like can I write like this, other way around of your cyclopentene type of system, this one, other fashion of coming and binding. So, I can think of these 4 products, 4 possible products which can be formed. When it is without sensitizer, it is more like a concerted type. So, you are thinking about only one product, okay, the other way around of that product. But when it is going to be a with sensitizer, then it is a radical chemistry. So, you have to write all the products. Fine. Return. Okay. Now, see, now you have seen alkenes if directly excited, what happens? You have seen alkenes if it is in presence of triplet sensitizer, what happens? I am taking a type of cyclobutene system where I have a phenyl. This is solvent in methanol. Okay, I am doing this photolysis in methanol. I am photolysing in methanol, this compound. So, same compound I am photolyzing in methanol, okay, first one. The second case I am photolyzing in methanol in presence of a triplet sensitizer like benzophenone. You can take benzophenone, it is a very good triplet sensitizer. So, I am doing this photochemistry. So, what do you expect? First case mein what you can expect, second case what you are thinking about, any idea? Yeah. So, second case it shows it should be radical chemistry and first case it should be but what product can you think about? Both of the case you get a major product, but both are different. See, in the first case I get this product, okay. Second case I get this product. So, I see I am just changing the chemistry now just by using solvents and sensitizers. How we get this first product? See, what happens is that we take the first, okay, we will consider what happens to the A. N type of alkene, you are now saying I am photolyzing that directly, fine. So, if you photolyze directly, what you expect? How alkene exists in the singlet excited state if you photolyze directly? So, it should be zwitterionic, right? Should be plus and minus. That is the way it should be in the excited state. Since in other cases there were no solvent to react with your singlet excited state, that is why it is founding its counterpart to dimer. But in this case, since methanol is there, you know methanol can react nicely, giving you you can have your OCH3 phenyl hydrogen. Right, you get a nice product then. So, that is what I say, like singlet excited state, little bit you should be careful, you have to think the possibility of your solvents in singlet excited case. Because it is more like as well as you should think about carbonium ion reaction as well as carbon anion reaction. You are creating a carbonium ion. If there is any chance rearrangement occurs, you should think about even rearrangements. Many reactions where you can even see rearrangement happening, because you know carbonium ion undergoes nice rearrangement. If it is a secondary carbonium ion, then you can look for a tertiary carbonium ion. So, that also should come into the picture. So, in the case of B, then it will be simple, our phenyl, I photolyze it, get my radical, this radical can now react with your ground state alkene, Okay, this since we are not, since it is symmetry, otherwise this is going to flip around. Okay, that's why the stereochemistry is lost. Giving a nice product. Clear. So, these are some examples which are good for doing for a type of intermolecular reactions. Okay. Then we will go for intramolecular reaction and see how it works in intramolecular cases. Okay. The second one, you can say intramolecular dimerization or intramolecular addition of alkenes. Previously, we were doing intermolecular. See, there is one main thing when you think about intramolecular dimerization of alkenes. For example, I have a system like CH double bond alkene, where I have n number of, okay, I have an alkene like this with you have a in between your CH2s. Okay. If the intervening CH2 between these two alkenes, okay, if this CH2 is odd number, okay, type of rule, odd number, then you end up with a type of direct addition, okay, across the double bond. But if it is an even number, then you end up with getting a cross product, cross additions. Okay. So, if this number of carbon atoms between these alkenes, two alkenes, if it is odd number, then you are undergoing a direct addition. Okay. If it is an even number, then you end up with a cross addition. That you should remember when you are talking about intramolecular dimerization. Fine. This part you should know, like a sort of rule. Now, we will take some examples and see how this works, this rule. What is the name of this compound? Numbering, how we call it? 1,5-cyclooctadiene, right? Okay. I am taking 1,4-cyclooctadiene. Okay. I am photolyzing in the presence of acetone. That means, I am not going to do any zwitterionic, I am doing radical chemistry, right. So, what happens now? What do you think? How many carbon atoms are there in between these two double bonds? 2. So, it is an even number. So, even number ends with you what? Cross products, right. So, you should think that. So, I get a radical, make a, because it is a radical chemistry, okay, because I am doing it in acetone. So, it mostly goes by radical chemistry. Get a nice type of cross product when your carbon atom is even. This is 1,5 cyclo octadiene. Nice. Okay. I take another example, same class of example. Just shifting the double bond. Okay. So, it is 1,4, right? Same way I am fertilizing this in acetone. So, now the carbon number is odd, it is 1, right. So, you are going to think about direct addition product. Which then can give me clear. So, when you think about intramolecular type of dimerization, first thing you should get into that mind, what is the number of carbon atom between these things, if it is odd or even. Odd means direct, even means cross, and then think whether it is a radical chemistry or type of concerted zwitterionic chemistry. Fine. Okay. Okay, I have a system okay, a system like this. Now, I am trying to fertilize. So, if I just for numbering namesake 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, if I put this, okay. Once I fertilize, there are two ways I can think about, right. One case, I get a radical here, fine. What happened? Oh, sorry. Both the structures are not same. Same, right? Yeah, both the structures are same. This both are same. That's fine. Now, what happens is that you have two choices to do this addition. Okay, one, I can take this, add to my 5. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another, I have an option that I can think of adding to 6. Right, I can add this 1 to 6, or I can think of adding 1 to 5. Okay. If I do 1 to 5, then what product you can get? Think of. Just doing 1 to 5. I get this, which then can give me this. All right. I'm just like, give me this. If I do 1 6 type of 1 6, just try that. So, the product you end up is look at this, right. Just I am going to add this 6 membered, then you get a radical to give me this product. So, see, basically based on your radical stability itself, you can, which product will be dominating? If you say, I have two products here, okay, I have A, B, which you think happens? You can think of A. Why? Because you are thinking that you can get a stable isopropyl radical, right. If it is not isopropyl radical, if it is type of a single methyl, then what happens? That is called as rule of 5. Okay. What rule of 5 is says that your addition to 5th carbon to form a 5 member type of like 1,5 addition, that is more predominating most of the time. Okay. That is called rule of 5. This path it takes, this you call as rule of 5. Like your Baldwin rule. What Baldwin rule says that if it is 5 means 5 membered exotrophic, right. If you are going to Baldwin rule, what it says? 5 membered, you go with a endotrophic or exotrophic? Endotrophic, exotrophic. 6 membered endotrophic, right. Like that you have this type of chemistries. Rule of 5, we say that if it is 1,5 additions are much more common. Fine.
Question, sir. If we have 1,4-cycloheptadine, then what will be the product? Cross product or
1,4. You are talking about the previous case, yes. Previous example. 1,4
cycloheptadine.
4 cyclo. So how many carbons are in between?
7.
No, between the two.
One side 1 and other side 2 carbons.
No, in between.
Yes, sir. In cycloheptadine, one side 1 and other side 2 carbons.
Totally?
Total 7 carbons.
Yeah, no, I am talking between the two alkenes.
Sir, if you just draw the structure, then
You have one carbon in this case, right?
the cycloheptadine. 1,4-cycloheptadine.
1,4. Right.
Yes, sir.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have this one. So
1, 4, sir.
so 1, 2, 3, 4. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
One side 1 carbon, other side 2 carbon.
no, you just go with the least number one. Okay. This side you consider. Yes, that's good. So this we call as rule of 5. Now, for example, I take a system like this, same system, okay, with the Now what happens, like you think any 1 5 addition is formed here, it is very hard, no? Because 1 2 3 4 5 6, if I just number like this 1 2, there is no chance of 1 5. You have a chance of making 1 6 with a cyclopropyl radical, right. So, if I photolyze this, what happens? So, if you add, what product you can think of? With a nice product like this. Fine, because you can add this up 1 5, because you are trying 1 5 only. If you want to do with this ring, see this type of chemistries, they do not give you major product. Most of the time they give you the minor product. That is why I say rule of 5 is works most of the case. No, if I say 1 2, okay, so, sorry, it should be excited here, okay, the radical should be here, and then you count from this. If I do like that, I do not get that product. Do excitation here in this case, okay, do not excite here, excite here. So, you get a 2 radicals, I can combine these radicals like this to give me the product, but that does not happen. It is a very minor product, this is very minor product. Because it becomes 1 2 3 4 5 6, even if I try this, does not happen. Well,
So from the top double one it will be 1 5.
yeah, from here, right.
That beside that double one, that 1 2 3 4 5.
1 2 3 4 5 6. You want to count from where?
First structure.
Yeah, year 1.
First structure, sir. First you draw that.
Yeah, this one
From the top double one, sir.
from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5, but that never gets the product. Okay, it has to undergo this way.
Consider that example earlier.
Yeah, earlier example, yeah, that is why I am saying that this both examples, which part you have to look, which double bond you are looking about. Okay, that is why I took the same way. See, if I put it in other way around, okay, that does not happen. Okay, the feasible part is going to be this part. See, there are many chances of addition. You can take this double bond, you can add across this. You can take this double bond, you can add across this. You can get different products. Okay, same example, you can get different products. But the one which is going by rule of 5, that will be a major product. That is all. Okay. It is the same one, just I am taking that it can be other way around, but you again get, you have to get this product, but it becomes very minor one. Okay. So, what you can think from here? You get a nice product. What is that? You have studied this. What is this? Quadricyclone. See, have you studied the application of this quadricyclone? You have this have been used in many. It has been used in many applications. Like what happens? if you slightly put some catalyst, okay, this can immediately break bond, giving back to my starting material. But once it gives back to my starting material, it gives all your light, it converts all your light into heat. If I put a small catalyst into this, which can break this reaction, it releases lot of heat. Say without heating, if you want to do some reactions, just put this compound, okay, just shine this compound, it takes all the light energy, okay, and then whenever you want, it can release you as a heat energy. Fine. Okay. Now we take one interesting examples. What is this compound? Benzo. Without this, you know what is this? Commercial berylline, right? Benzoberylines. Huh? I take a benzoberylline, okay, I do a photolysis. In one case I am doing it directly, okay, in other case I am doing photolysis in presence of my triplet sensitizer. Yeah, if I do in presence of this one, what do you expect? You expect type of like quadricyclone in our previous case, addition of dimerization intramolecular. Yeah. So, after that what happens? And you know that this molecule cannot be much stable, okay, really ring strain. So, what do you think it will happen? What you can think? You see, that is why it is more important to know the driving force of your reactions, which makes it to move forward. See, you have to break the bonds, okay. So, which bonds you try to break? Just see one thing, if I break a bond here, okay, for example, I get a radical, then immediately I can break a bond here, so that it gets back to its aromatic, fine. Then if you break this, think about what you are getting. Can you visualize? I am getting 3 bonds here. Yeah, you get like a okay. The yield is almost 95%. It's like single product, that's all. Just take benzoberylline, you just photolyze, you don't do anything, just photolyze, you end up with this product nicely. Okay. If you do this in presence of sensitizer, what do you expect in presence of sensitizer? So, if you are going to think about sensitizer, what you are going to do? You can think about your because it's a radical chemistry. You get this as a first step, right? You are going by radical now. Now, what you can do? See, now you have a radical here. What you want to do? You want to bring back to your aromatic, right? So, you can cleave this bond then, so that it becomes aromatic. Yes, you can get this type of structure. Now, what will happen? This will you can recombine. Now think the structure. If it recombines, how it will look like? You have to just recombine this. That's all. Think the structure how it can be. Can you write the best way? First recombine this, and then see can you open up or unfold it so that you can get to the best way of writing it. So, this type of structures really opens up your mind to see how the molecule looks like. Okay. So, what you So, this is the structure you get. Okay. Nice way of looking molecules like this. And this photochemistry is nicely. See, there are many people will ask just like Berlins. Okay. If you take Berlin and do the photolysis, yes, you do not have benzene, other chemistries are same. You can ask with benzoberylene also. These are well known for the chemistry. You should know this type of thing. Then we will see one more example and finish off. What happens this? I am directly photolysing. What will be your first step? Your first step should be, see, it does not have a position to make a 2 plus 2, that is what I am saying. See, that double bond is away from it. So, your first step should be then it undergoes a cis trans isomerization. So, you bring your, so molecule does it so clever. So, it brings its double bond in, just do cis trans, then it undergoes a 2 plus 2. Okay. The only thing is that you should not write directly. So, it is a very nice cage molecule. Okay. You can, it's a looks like a bucket. It's a very nice cage molecules. This a lot of cage molecules can be made like this. These are simple chemistries. just you have to shine light, and the yields are mostly almost greater than 90%. Fine. So, these are the two one we have seen intermolecular as well as intramolecular. Okay. In the next class we will try to discuss the other three part. Fine. Okay. So, we will end up now.